know he's been playing some footy down in the Eastern Footy League as well. It's my old neck of the woods down there where I grew up. And look, if they're anything like the Ringwood side down there, my gosh, it's going to be pretty tough and willing today. So it should be absolutely extremely entertaining footy. Great to have your company, of course. Always looking for the epic moment of the day, and already I'm just excited to, be calling out some names like Tungatala or Munkara, and also Cantilla, who I'm sure will be really starting to set the game alight tonight as we see some lightning in the background. And we have heard words that there could be a storm on the way. It has been a little bit windy. It's very cool at the moment. So that does send shivers down the spine, because it means that rain could be coming just around the corner. But it is the Territory. Could be over in 5 minutes. But 15 mils could have fallen. So we could have some wet weather footy on a little bit later on in the game.
Yeah, as that wind picks up and blows my team sheets all over the place, we could be in for a rough night.
Batten down the hatches. Who could forget that game with the NT Thunder and the Gold Coast, round 2 of the NTFL season? My goodness gracious me.
Raindrops the size of golf balls.
Oh, it was like a swimming pool after that one.
I was actually the runner for the NT Thunder that night, Edo, and I was running around in sneakers. So
I thought I saw an ice skater.
Yeah, exactly. I was like Scuba Steve. And,
as the umpire in the gorgeous tangerine. You chose the colour, Bradley.
Yeah, I know.
You chose the colour. Well, let's hope they don't get mixed up with the Tiwi fellas out there tonight, as that wind is really starting to pick up. It is blowing left of screen as you view all the action on AFL NTV. As the umpire holds the ball aloft, and away we go. Interesting looking bounce, and will be recalled. Doing the ruck work for Palmerston is Cameron Cloak. And also the likes of Bongetti for Tiwi. As Palmerston look to get a quick kick away, that time through Cloak. And a good strong mark. Taken there. Plays on quickly. And, oh geez, you just saw what the wind did to that one, to Jake Dignan's kick. It has just pushed it completely out of range of the goals. And this wind has picked up really quickly.
That was young James Kavanagh. Big shout out to Michael Kavanagh, his father, who emailed me this morning. So hopefully you got your technical difficulties sorted out there, Michael, and you are watching your son live on AFLN TV. But yeah, it's a pace of play in front, and that was proven there with James. He just at the bounce, forwards must be in front. And that's just something that you get taught when you're a kid. So very well done, and a good start by the young fella.
So away they go. The Tiwi Bombers out of attack. Good work there that time by McLean. This Tiwi trying to get it forward. Munkatopi's there. And away they go. They're good at the running. Good tackling pressure. That time there by Little. Gets a quick hand pass away. Going in hard was Jason Cloak. Off to Pratt. Under a little bit of pressure from Bradley Pelopomini. High up and under kick. Falls to the bottom. Darren Ewing's there as well. Looking to lay a tackle. And here come the Tiwi Bombers with some quick handballs. If you blink, they're out, they're gone. It's amazing stuff. Should have called that one in. Cameron Cloak going for the mark that time. Palmerston used the ball beautifully. That was Hunter. Just missed the target there in Pratt.
Yeah, Hunter, he had Jake Dignan in there screaming for the ball on the inside. Probably should have given it over and just overcooked a kick to his counterpart on the far wing there.
Dion Munkara wearing number 3 for Tiwi. Look for him to get the spillage of that one. As a big punch away there from Jason Cloak. And gained a couple of metres there as Cook sees it over the boundary line. Along with poor Jimmy. The ball to be thrown in front of the grandstand. Healthy crowd here tonight. Roughly about 200 people here. Ball tapped down. Missed there by Mungatopi. Trying to sweep on at that time is Audio. Wearing a number 4 tonight, usually wearing 14. And a good strong mark yet again. And that's Kavanagh leading up beautifully at centre forward. Easy sort of kick though. As Tiwi look to stream through the middle. Poor Jimmy trying to link up. They do so. They're in the middle of the ground. Here come the Tiwi Bombers. Quick kick away. Looking at centre half forward for the number 9 in Cantilla. But outworked there by Jason Cloak. He switches play to the outer side as some lightning keeps us company in the background. So the Magpies in the black and white. Cameron Cloak with the ball. Lovely, long-looking kick. Cut off there by Bradley Palapamini. Under there was Kelly. And away they go again. Little chip kick. Could be made to pay here as a high up and under kick, and it's coming around the corner there for Darren Ewing. Beautiful goal there by Darren Ewing. I've seen him do that a lot with the NT Thunder, and it's great to see him in a black and white for Palmerston.
Yeah, great forward line pressure there from Palmerston Magpies. Really good forward line pressure, and it pays off with the dividend with Darren Ewing. Just that's his bread and butter there, just getting down. He's a very agile forward, as well as a good mark up and lead up and hit up forward. So again, very good forward line pressure, and if they can keep that up for the 4 quarters, they'll go a long way to winning this match.
Well, that's what it's all about, building scoreboard pressure, especially against Tiwi. Most teams in the competition can't run with the Bombers because they're so fleet of foot, but it's using the ball correctly. And the wind playing havoc with the bounce of the ball, and you'll see a lot of the umpires, I think they'll revert to throwing it up.
They'll have to throw it into the breeze, I think, Edo, just to get it straight.
They might have to. Is that one a little bit better there? Cameron Cloak and Bogetti trying to get it forward. Stacks on a mill situation as Tiwi try to get it out. Nearly got it through to Munkara. Ball thrown up yet again. Tapped down there by Cloak to Dignan. Unfortunately, he went to the wrong player in Munkara, and here come the Tiwi Bombers. Missed what he probably could have taken. Might get a free kick for it in Roy Cantilla. And he does so, just nudging him underneath the back. So Cantilla will line up from roughly 25 metres out directly in front, but the wind is blowing a gale at the moment. So Cantilla. Nice little strut. And keeps it low to avoid the wind, but unfortunately hits the post. And it's a behind for the Tiwi Bombers, who trail the Palmerston Magpies by 5 points. As Darren Ewing kicked a goal earlier. Jason Cloak being outworked there by Ross Tungatalam. Takes a couple of bounces. No one in front of him. Keeps it low, straight through the eye of the needle for an epic moment of the day. Great work there by Ross Tungatalam for the Tiwi Bombers. They lead 117 to 1 straight 6.
Yeah, Ross Tungatalam at all class. As soon as he got the ball to ground, the superior foot skills and his agility just broke away. A long booming kick out of full back meant for Jason Cloak, just couldn't hold on to the mark, and again, once the ball hits the ground, the Tiwi Bombers come into their own. That's how they win games of football, and that's how they work. They work their best, and geez, I'm just lost for words. But yeah, that's just what I'm getting at, really. As soon as the ball hits the ground, they play really well.
No, and I tell you what, though, I reckon Jason was a little bit worried about Tungatalam's boot coming parallel to his face at one stage there in that marking contest. But Tungatalam got the last laugh there as Palmerston trying to get it forward. Cook there probably messed up what he probably could have taken there, as Mungatopi's there as well. Little chip kick away. They go lateral with their movement. Here comes Kelly. Shakes off a tackle that time there by Audio. He goes into the middle of the ground and finds the target, but unfortunately it's a Palmerston player. Good work there by McLean. Cook's in attendance, and he'll end up with the ball here. Got a bit of time. Side steps a couple of players. Nearly gets caught with it. Good forward line pressure. Intense work at the moment. And Tiwi, just slow it down. Trying to get their skills to do the talking with the ball. As it comes out here, maybe taken without it there was Mungatopi. Advantage being played. And they're lining up from all over the place. It's Ross Tungatalam. A bullet. Meant there for Tip and Woody. Off the ground there from Cunningham. He's saying that maybe he was tripped. It's through for another behind. So 1-2-8 to 1 straight 6. As Palmerston look to kick it in. High up and under kick heading in the Jason Cloak direction. Going up again was Kavanagh. Working hard, trying to get a kick away there is Audio. Good work there by the number 8 in Kelly. It's chipped off there. This time Hamlin. Run, but into space. And a good mark taken there by Mungatopi. This is Donald. Using the ball well into the middle of the ground. Just a worm-burning kick, made it hard there. Good body work there by Smith to create some space. Audio under pressure from Makara. Pratt gives it out there to Whitelaw. All ridden into the ground. Stacks on the mill and the ball will be thrown up.
Yeah, Toby Ripley, I think he might find himself hardly done by there. He was ridden into the ground by Nabi Kelly, but just a bit unfortunate not to get the free kick.
So kick away. Mungatopi off to Tungatalam. Just doesn't hit the target. Oh, and that's out of bounds. Before it was out of bounds on the full.
Can really reach out and mark that one.
Could have taken it. So is it out on the full? No, it won't be. As the Tiwi cheer squad. Great to have them in the crowd tonight, always making plenty of noise and support for their football club. As the ball is thrown in. Cloak and Bugatti, I should say. Good sidestep there by the Bombers as they start to make their presence being felt. Cantilla swings onto his right. And, gets the Shane Warne leg break to go over the boundary line, and it's only 10 metres away from their attacking goal, heading towards the McMillans end of the ground.
It's good to see Roy Cantilla back in the Tiwi lineup, Edo. He's been out playing with the Pints under an affiliation agreement, but it's really good to see him back out there. He's done the hard yards to get back in the squad.
Little chip kick away, and just using his body superbly there was Tipamudi. And Ephraim will line up from roughly 15 metres out, slightest of angles. And already we're starting to see the work ethic of Tiwi really show up and putting pressure on Palmerston. So Ephraim Tipamudi, renowned for kicking bags of goals, and he's already started his haul tonight.
Yeah, Ephraim missed out last weekend. I'm not quite sure why. It might have been a bit of soreness. He does have heavy strapping on his left knee there. But yeah, Ephraim 2 years ago won the Dennis Dunn goal kicking award, and Dennis Dunn's famous Tiwi Islander, which the goal kicking award in the territory is named after for. And Ephraim is very deceptive, very deceiving. If you take one look at him, you think that you run all over him, and he has got the skills, he's got the agility, he's got the pace, he's got everything. So look out for him if he's fully fit.
So tap down, that time there by the likes of Wilson. Little in the middle of the pack. Oh, goes in hard, got collected at the bottom of it now. Trying to get it out of Tiwi, and they do so this time as it comes towards your broadcast position. Being pushed out of it there was Cunningham. That time there by Hunter. And choosing to let it go over the boundary line is Little, the hard-working skipper of the Palmerston Magpies. So some really exciting matchups out there tonight. We're in a number 20, Scanlon on Dignan at the moment. Likely to change anytime soon though. Good hands there by Dignan. Gets it out there to Stevenson. But picking it off is Bradley Pelopamini. He chips it across. Finds Bungetti. But chipping it off that time is Little. So Little. Gets a quick kick away. Good work there by Audio to force a spillage, and away goes Cook, and he's got mates to go with him. Look at the speed on Kelly as he just chips it across, doesn't hit the target, which puts pressure on him, but away they go again. This could be fantastic work by young Kelly as it lines and straightens up, hits the deck. Still in play at the moment for the Magpies as Cameron Cloak tries to pick it up. Plenty of pressure. Snapped around the corner and found McLean. Great work there by Palmerston. And I'll tell you what, Kelly made it hard for himself as he twisted and turned his way into his attacking 50.
Yeah, and really good discipline work there. I think it was number 22, Clint Guy. I think he might have snapped it around his body, and he could have snapped it around for goal and been really selfish, but in the end did the team thing and that hot spot 20-30 metres out, and unfortunately number 11 Helmut McLean has missed that one, so Tiwi Bombers 2-2-14, Palmerston 1-1-7.
So we spoke about the scoreboard pressure and making the most of their opportunities. It's been about roughly 10 minutes since Palmerston had it in their forward 50 last, and already we saw Tiwi kick a couple of quick goals. Trying to chip it off that time there is Pratt. Palmerston heading towards the wing as the thunder and lightning rattle off in the distance, and a plane goes overhead as well. A little bit of noise in the background. Tunga Talam with the ball, marks in front of Little. Looking for a lead-up play. 3-on-1 situation. Dale Moncara had a tough job ahead of him, trying to outmark the likes of Jason Cloak and also Wilson.
Bit outside his weight division, I think, there, Edo. Is little Dion. Caught him before the game. He's raring to go. He's ready to run these guys ragged.
Tap down as Moncara gets the ball. Finds a target. Good work there by Tapura Mantameri. But it was chipped off. Dignan called through by Audio. High effort there by Pratt, and it's a foot race between Pelopamini and also Zwar. Pelopamini wins out, switches play. Doesn't hit the target though. Good pick up that time there by Janic. And a lovely lace-out kick. Finds the big fella in Darren Ewing.
Yeah, that was Clint Guy there. Again, just kept a cool head again. He was one before that just centred the ball, but again, just kept the cool head. Could have blazed away, but saw the big man himself in Buff Ewing, and I would say that this is a shoe-in, but we have been shown to mock people before.
We have, as Ewing comes in, and he doesn't miss. He's pretty happy about it as well, and Guy has been prolific in that forward line, setting up a couple of chances for Palmerston over the last couple of minutes. And the scoreline reads 2-2-14. Tiwi Bombers lead Palmerston 2-1-13. As the ball makes its way back into the middle of the ground. And we've got a bit of rain as we look at the radar coming our way. It's not heavy. It's not too heavy. We don't want to see the reds and the blacks. We do want to see it out here on TV, but on our radar screen. So we've got some rain coming our way, and that might head our way maybe about half-time.
Yeah, it's only light blue rain, but the Bureau of Meteorology says there should be some severe thunderstorms, which will be a bit of fun.
Kick away there by Wilson into the thick of the action in the forward line. A few elbows and jumper punches being thrown around down there at the moment. Cameron Cloak not liking proceedings as the Tiwi Bombers come along the grandstand. Dion Moncara, good mark. Under a bit of pressure, can he use the ball wisely? And away they go. This time it is through Jerry Cunningham. Laces out and finds Tiwi.
It's just the sublime skills of the Tiwi Bombers there. Move the ball effortlessly up the wing. Just not one kick missed the target. Every kick hit every intended target, and their pace, their skill execution is just second to none. And Ephraim, if you can go back and cap off the good play of Moncara, Bradley Pelopamini out of the back line, and also Jerry Cunningham, it's really well done.
Was it ever in doubt? He's got two next to his name, Tupamwoody. And the big E, he's very happy about proceedings, and very rarely do we get to see some great local full forwards battling it out tonight between Urim and Ewing, and I should say Tupamwoody. Really excited about seeing how these two power forwards will really go at it, because they're both similar build, and also the way they go about things. They're lead out. They're not big, jumping, high-marking talents. I'll tell you what, they're just exquisite in front of goals.
Yeah, they don't leave the ground, but they're hit up forwards, as you say, Edo, so they don't generally climb all over you, although I did see Ephraim try to take a hanger a few weeks back, which was quite interesting. But again, yeah, just hit up forwards, and they do it so well.
So booted out of the air there by Kelly. Big pack forms in front of the Palmerston goal as Tiwi get a clearance. Good mark taken there. Tiwi just mucking around with the ball a little bit. Sometimes they can be too flash as Palmerston going hard for the body. That time there was Kavanagh. And Tiwi will build up again from half back. So Scanlon switches play. Onto the outer side. Slow, deliberate build up as Scanlon gets the ball back. Zigzagging their way across half back. Good work there by the likes of McCasker. Force the issue. Along centre wing now. They've done this well. Falling at the bottom of it. The man with the bright yellow boots tonight is Jerry Cunningham. And it's seen over the boundary line.
Yeah, his fluoro boots definitely matches the way he plays. Very fast and fast-paced, and he gets on the end of the ball more often than not. You try to use his pace and expose the slower backmen that are on him.
So ball to be thrown in roughly on a 50-metre line. Heading towards the Tiwi goal. Sharking that one there was Zwar. As he gets it forward, he goes back in after it. Tries to get the ball out. Good pressure there. Mungatopi. That time there was Sampson. Ball inside the forward 50, but oh geez, probably could have gone for it there. Falling to the likes of Liston as he hand passes back. Jancic hand passes over the top, finds Little. He's got a bit of space to work with, but does he have the targets to kick to? Good effort there by Pratt. Gives it off to Kelly into the middle of the ground, and here comes Cook. He's got some space and finds the target as easy as you like as Jason Cloak lines up and goes bang. And a great team effort there by Palmerston for one behind.
Big build-up. Bit of an anti-climax for a finish, unfortunately. But again, yeah, really good movement of the Palmerston Magpies out of their back half. Really good ball movement, drew the player, and again, Ross Tungatallum doesn't get caught in the middle very often, and when you do, you just got to expose him and really stretch him.
So lovely long kick, and they're just fighting over the ball there, Tiwi. Not happy about proceedings there was McLinden and also Heenan, as they get it forward though, and a fine mark. Taken there by Bongetti. So Bongetti, man that's been doing a lot of the ruck work for the Tiwi Bombers so far this afternoon / evening. It's probably more evening now. So Bongetti. Kick from right on 50. High, long, good looking kick. The Bombers have got another one. 4-2-26 to 2-2-14. It is the Tiwi Bombers leading Palmerston in this road safety awareness round, proudly brought to you by TIO. That's why the two teams are wearing jumpers replicating seatbelts out there tonight.
And not to forgetting our favourite men in orange, who are also wearing the Always Wear Your Seatbelts logo on their chests. So if you do see that as well, the umpires are supporting the cause as well.
Tap down there by Cameron Cloak. At the bottom of the pack there is Samson Mungatopi. Ball back up. Now just keep on keeping on. Scanlon. Good build up here by Tiwi. Trying to hit that target there by Bongetti. And he gets a free kick for it for in the back. Just easing into him there was Young Smith. And Bongetti a little bit further out as he chips it across. Just what he probably should have taken there was the likes of Scanlon. Bullet-like pass, doesn't hit the target, and a good mark taken there by the likes of Hunter. So Hunter switches play, finds Jason Cloak. Oh, should have taken that one. He's got some support there though, just can't pick it up. Still in play. But that's dangerous when you got it in the Tiwi Bombers forward line, and here comes Ross Tungatallum. Good work there by Cook. And chips it across, and Jake Dignan moves it along the boundary line. And a good strong leader mark. Love the way the Kavanagh's going about things already tonight. Really giving Palmerston a good target. Long kick, but ill-directed. But it might end up working to Palmerston's favour as Darren Ewing along the ground. Kelly's there as well. Hand passes to Audio. Good pressure on the ball handler there, that time there by Kira Newer. Audio. Tight angle. And it's touched on the line for a behind. So 2-3-15 plays 4-2-26.
You alluded to James Kavanagh at centre forward for the Pies. He's doing a power of work. He's working his man up and down the ground, and they do say that centre forward is probably one of the hardest positions to play on the ground, next to the centre half back, who has to play on the best player on the ground. So if that's any indication, Rupert Pungamiri's got his work cut out for him tonight.
The Tiwi move it easily along the boundary line, eventually there by McLinden. Taps it forward, a high marking attempt there by Cantillary. Hand passes over there to Cunningham. Cunningham off to Bonghetti. Does the team-orientated thing and gets it off to Tipperwoody. So Epron going for number 3 in the first quarter.
For a bloke who's about 6'6", I reckon, that's actually sensational skills for a big bloke on his left-hand side. He kicked for goal from 50 before and went through it about goalpost height, but then he's laid a bit on his left foot out in front of Ephraim, and Ephraim should reward the good work here.
Ephraim Tipperwoody made the goal umpire work, but it's through for another sausage roll. 5-2, 32 to 2-3, 15. Palmerston missing some crucial chances in front of goal at the moment. There was a tough effort there by Audio, though. But they've just got to make the most of the situation. But it's an intriguing battle already. But Tiwi already starting to flex their muscle early on in the piece.
It's about taking your chances, Edo, and I suppose taking percentage shots. The higher percentage shots are going to pay off, and Tiwi have had more of their shots right in front of goal.
Pratt wins out a clearance here for the Magpies as it heads inside their forward 50. Tough work there by Kavanagh to tap it on, but he had no one to tap to. And here come the Bombers, this time through the likes of McCasker. Into the middle of the ground. Finds Kelly. Probably should have marked that one there, was Papungamiri. And it's just past the parcel footy at the moment. Ken Palmerston finds something. Good lead out and a good pass as well. Great work, a great lead by Darren Ewing, but an absolute bullet pass. And wasn't that man Kavanagh again, was it?
It was our man Kavanagh. So, Michael Kavanagh, I hope you're watching. Your son's playing an absolute blinder today.
So Darren Ewing, a renowned goal kicker. Bends it back. Does it have the distance? Yes, it does. It's through for another one for Palmerston. And we're getting a little bit of a shootout starting to manifest itself between the two big full forwards from either side. Darren Ewing and also Ephraim Tipperwoody.
Yeah, let's just hope the game stays dry and we can really see both teams really shoot it out in true territory style. Territory style is a very attacking game of football, and yeah, let's just hope that the wind and the rain stays away, or the wind can stay around, makes it difficult, but the rain can stay away so we can see the skills of both teams in full flight.
So if anyone's out there of holy faith, start praying, because I think we're going to get some rain.
I'll just check the Bureau of Meteorology again. Yeah, and it's getting edging closer.
So tap down. Winning it out there was the Tiwi Bombers, trying to get a clearance. They move it forward. Ambling after was Wilson. Good footwork there that time there by Mungatopes. And away they go. They've got plenty of space to work with. Underneath it is Tipperwoody, but also there is Cunningham. Putting some pressure on the ball handler there is Cantiller as he snaps it over his body. Puts it in a goal-scoring position, but it's through for a behind. So 5-3-33 to 3-3-21.
Oh, bad mistake.
And he's going to be made to pay for it as well.
I think he's done the old stub of the toe. He's kicked the turf on the way through and then kicked the ball afterwards. And I tell you what, that is extremely painful. Rookie mistake, but extremely painful nonetheless.
Now, is he making more of it though, Bradley? Because he's just given away a goal. And I don't think the coach will be too happy about it. So he's either definitely going to have to come off young Liston, because he might be making a little bit more than what it's worth. But it is it's a harsh mistake to make when you're kicking out, isn't it? As Pratt looks to swoop on the ball here for the Magpies and holding the ball as quarter time is called, and we think about young listener gave away a goal there just on quarter time. 6-2, 39 to 3-3-21. And that is quarter time as the Tiwi Bombers lead the Palmerston Magpies. We'll be back for the second quarter shortly. And welcome back for the second quarter of this big matchup between the Palmerston Magpies and also the Tiwi Bombers. It's Bradley Pelopomini and Darren Ewing just say good day to each other, premiership teammates for the NT Thunder in the NEFL competition this year. The best team on the east coast of Australia that's not playing in the AFL. Not a bad tag to have. We'll say that on mainland Australia, just in case the Tasmanians get a little bit upset out there. Great to have your company from all over Australia and all over the world. You're watching this on AFL NTV, on aflnt.com.au. It is 6-3-39 to 3-3-21. Tiwi Bombers leading the Palmerston Magpies in this big match for round 8 of the NTFL season. As light drizzle is falling here at TIO Stadium, play gets underway yet again. Trying to burst out of the back there was Dignan. Quick kick away there from Cloak. Cook going in hard. Good work there by Papungamiri. Really trying to state his claim on a bit of physicality early on. Streaming out of the back line there is Heenan. Finds the target and away they go through Mungatopi. This is Donald. Takes a couple of bounces. A look at the great skillful work there by Mungatopi. Laces out to Tippenwoody.
Tell you what, this will be an epic moment play of the day. I tell you what, if Ephraim kicks this, because I tell you that was a fantastic run. Wet, dewy conditions, and the kid can run, and the kid delivered.
Unbelievable.
Fantastic running by Mungatopi from centre wing right up until the 50 arc there.
So Ephraim, Tippenwoody going for goal number 4. And geez, doesn't he make that look easy? 4 goals. And we've only played a quarter and a couple of minutes of footy.
Yeah, he doesn't miss too many, especially when he gets in around that 35 metre arc. But again, really, the Tiwi run and dash and carry really gets on show, especially if they get that space that teams often allow them probably too much space, and they love the open plains, as we call it, of TIO Stadium. It's not a Gardens Oval where it's nice and even and close and contested. It's open, and it really suits their game style. So, yeah, if they keep this up, it could blow out.
Jeez, imagine if these two were playing on the MCG. My goodness gracious me, if that's open plains, what do you call that? An ocean. As the ball's inside the forward 50. Bit of a toe poke here by Cook. Needs to get it off the ground. Bouncing through for a behind. Good work there by Darren Ewing to control it, showing his soccer skills. It's another behind there for the Palmerston Magpies, though, as they get their first score of the quarter. 3-4-22, plays 7-3-45. There's a slow and deliberate build-up. Coming the likes through McCasker. Oh, geez, we've just seen how slippery it can be. McLinden just drops what he definitely should have taken, but it is slippery out there.
Yeah, right through the bread basket. Just needs to tuck the elbows in, back to basics.
So light rain falling at the moment. Both ruckmen miss it. Good tackle. Didn't have the ball though, and Pratt not happy about the decision, but he's going to go on with it. There's Narby Kelly, another Thunder representative. High, up and under kick. Plenty of Magpies around this one. Going up high was Cameron Cloak. We've seen him fly before. Good work by Little. Oh, geez. Not to the ascendancy of the Magpies, though. Bit of a sidestep, but a great tackle there by Audio. That time there on Scanlon. Plenty of lightning in the background as well to keep us company as the Magpies try to chip out of trouble, and the rain's starting to get a little bit heavier. Bagetto trying to bust his way through the pack. They're slipping and sliding all over the place at the moment. Trying hard to control the greasy ball. Scooping out of it and getting a wobbly looking kick away there was poor Jimmy. That was James. Finds Kelly. That was Corey. And Cunningham could end up with a goal, but he missed everything. Play on, says the umpire. Cunningham still with the ball. Kicks it into the man on the mark. And the Magpies could get out of trouble. And it's over the boundary line. Wow, slipping and sliding all over the place.
Yes, as the rain comes teeming down here, it's going to be important to get the next 2 or 3 goals on the board. And if Tiwi Bombers do that, that could definitely do some damage in the long run.
So ball tapped down. Little. Hand passes to no one in particular, and a tackle afterwards, and maybe a free kick. As Cunningham just slinging the player to the bottom of the ground, and he does get a free kick. So Palmerston will have a free kick deep in their back pocket, and they'll go along the line. Audio could go up for this one. And a good strong mark taken there by the number 28 in cloak, and away they go. Quick kick away. Watch for Kavanagh, uses his body beautifully. Shapes it up, Wilson, back to Kavanagh, under a bit of pressure, had to be good with his kick. Dropping what he should have taken there is Stewart. He's been a bit quiet tonight. Good hands, going backwards to go forwards, but here comes the skill of Pupunga Mary. Tapping it forward, tunnel ball action. Trying to control it now are the Tiwi Bombers. Tunga Talam's there. Also to help him out there is Scanlon. In their forward 50 now. Palmerston clear to the outer side. Little waits for the ball. Under pressure from Palapamini. Into the middle of the ground. Tiwi got the ascendancy, but good work there by Audio. A long booming kick. Ewing being held. Scragg did everything possible there. Played on quickly Ewing and kicks the goal. Did everything he possibly could do there was Barden. But Ewing has the last laugh.
Yeah, just pure and brute strength. He was getting scragged and kicked and everything there. I think if he didn't get a free kick against him, it would have been hardly done by. But again, Billy Barden just trying to do everything possible to retard Ewing and not let him get that clear run at the ball, which is what you want of a backman. But at the end of the day, Ewing's just got that brute upper body and core strength that really sets him apart from most other full forwards.
So Darren Ewing sitting on 3 goals for the Palmerston Magpies as they move to 4-4-28, and the Bombers sitting on 7-3-45 as they head inside their forward 50. Round the area is McLindon. Plenty of rain falling now, as you can hear it in our effects mic. As Palmerston trying to chip it around. In the area there is Mungatopi, that's Sampson. Leading hard there is Kavanagh, and he gets there. Drops what he could have taken. Keeps it alive. Look for him to follow it up, but getting a free kick there on the outer side is Guy. And good hard running. And away they go. Palmerston trying to set this up for Ewing. Yet again, falls to the ground. Oh, nearly had a chance. Went with a 7-iron instead of the putter there was Ewing. And away go the Tiwi Bombers. Plenty of time. Chipping it across and splitting a pack there. And away they go into the middle of the ground is Kelly. Punching it away, there is Pratt. Also out there is the number 22 in Guy. He's had plenty of it. And seen over the boundary line in front of the scoreboard.
I think it was a really good option there from Pratt. I tell you what, if Samson Mungatopi had have got a hold of that ball or got it to ground, it could have really turned on its head, and Tiwi Bombers would have went up the other end. So good to kill the ball and clear the area and get it out of danger and out of bounds for a restart.
So Cameron Cloak and Bongetti doing the ruck work. At the bottom of it is Hamlin as he moves it across, looking in the Cook direction. He'll end up with it. Oh, just mishandled it. Spent what he should have taken. As Tiwi try to set something up across half-back. Hand pass over the top. This time they find Purunga Mary. Off to Munkara. Into the middle of the ground. And a nice build-up this time there by Mungatopi. That's Sampson. And they're just doing it kick by kick at the moment. The ball hasn't really touched the ground, but it will this time. There's Tippum Woody's there as well. Dives on top of the ball and will be thrown up in the goal square for the Tiwi Bombers. So big tap there by Wilson. He forces it through for a rush behind.
According to umpire Noonan, you can't do that. It's a rush behind.
That's deliberate, is it?
Yeah, went over on the full.
Wowee. Okay.
Yes.
Right, there we go. So it has been. It is a free kick to the Tiwi Bombers. And a beautiful goal there. Wasn't that eloquent?
Yeah, it's their bread and butter. That's what they practice in the schoolyard over on the Tiwi Islands. They don't practice from set in front, Edo, like everybody else. They practice from the boundary line. A question from one of our viewers, Simon O'Keefe, is Lincoln Withers getting a kick? Lincoln Withers isn't out there tonight.
So he's not getting a kick?
No. He's not on our team sheet. So to answer your question, Simon, no.
Tungatal, the goal kicker at that time there, and what a talent he is. He's got 2 next to his name. Geez, they make it look so easy, the Tiwi Bombers, the way they go about things. But the most exhilarating thing about that piece of play was the ball didn't touch the ground until it got into the goal square. Fantastic work there by the Tiwi Bombers to get another goal on the board. Good work there by Bradley Palapamini to get it out. Off to Munkara. Trying to find a target out there. It's the likes of Tapura Mantameri. Mungatopi. Going in hard is Jason Cloak. Trying to create some space, and he does so, and away they go, Palmerston. Kavanagh also protecting the ball handler in Kelly. That's Sheldon, and a lace-out kick there to Darren Ewing. My goodness gracious me, that was good football.
Really good football, and I think it stemmed back to the desperation of the number 9, Dwayne Hamlin. Really threw himself on the ball in the contest in the centre there, won the footy, and then the Palmerston Magpies just turned it on its head and ran away with the ball.
So Darren Ewing from right on 50. Lovely looking kick, and wasn't that a fantastic goal?
That's delicious.
Oh, I don't know who he was waving to because there's no one in that part of the grandstand. But he's just kicked a wonderful goal, and he goes to 4 goals for today, and the primary producer for the Palmerston Football Club in their game against the Tiwi Bombers this evening. And it is 5-4-34 to 8-3-51.
Yeah, the boy from Penshurst just keeps on kicking on. Those goals, again, seem like mountains for some people, but they're just small molehills for him. He just kicks them through, and just effortlessly, his kicking action, kicking style, and not very often do you see it coming wobbly off his boot.
So here come the Tiwi Bombers through Mungatopi. Sampson's had plenty of it, and it's a lace-out pass, and well, they're going to get a quick reply here. Great work there by the Tiwi Bombers. And Epram, Tipperwoody, going for goal number 5. As the drizzle continues here at TIO Stadium. So Tiwi in control, but Palmerston still showing their wares early on. They don't want this buffer to go too far out, as it's the first miss of the night for Epram. It's through for a behind. So 8-4, 52. To 5-4-34. As we wait for the ball to come back into play. Of course, you can follow us on Facebook this evening. AFL NT. And ask any question you like throughout the game. Great to have your company tonight. AFLNT.com.au. As the ball comes into play and over the boundary line. Off hands though, so it won't be a free kick. It's a healthy looking crowd. Winners today, St Mary's and also the Wanderers over the Waratahs Football Club. Undefeated a couple of weeks ago. It's 2 losses on the trot to the Waratahs as Tiwi try to get it there, and a lazy tackle. Lazy tackle there by Scanlon. And a free kick going to the likes of Hunter. So Hunter, oh geez, a lazy kick. And that is out of bounds on the full, and it will be a free kick going to the likes of Papunga Mary. No. It will end up going to Scanlon. But Scanlon drops it in front of Bongetti. Jeez, it's really slippery. His players are really starting to lose a handle on things, and sloppy free kicks are starting to be given. It's a free kick to Cook. Long kick heading in the Cloak direction. That's Cameron. And a free kick there for holding. So a couple of fortunate free kicks going the way of the Magpies. There's a long booming kick by Cameron Cloak heading in the Ewing direction. Falls to the back foot, but hands in the back.
As soon as you extend your hands and the umpire sees separation, they're always obliged to pay that free kick. Ewing probably had the position there, but probably could have turned side on and used his hip instead of his arms, and he probably would have taken a nice, easy chest mark.
So McLinden Looking to set things up. Gives it off to Scanlon. He's been in a bit of the play of late. Nice lace-out kick and finds the target. Into Tipalora. So Tipalora. Slow build-up by the Tiwis, but away they go through Ross Tungatalam. Great turn of pace. Look at the sidestep. Runs into trouble. Backs himself out of it. Switches play into the middle of the ground and finds Mungatopi. Mungatopi plays on quickly. A nice lace-out kick. Looking for Cunningham. But chipping in front of him and playing on quickly is the likes of Kiranua.
I think it was actually Donald Mungatopi, Ed, from a distance. I think number 35, Donald Mungatopi. Again, Palmerston Magpies just switched off as soon as the ball was taken by the Tiwi Bombers. And was I correct? Thanks, Edo.
So as we wait for the ball to come back, and Tiwi, just some great work there by Ross Tungatalam to set that piece of play up. Sidestepping, running himself into trouble, out of trouble. I'd hate to see him driving a car. My gosh, he'd be entertaining on Punt Road in Melbourne or over the Harbour Bridge in Sydney. But he was fantastic through traffic that time here at TIO Stadium to set a great goal up there by the likes of Mungatopi. That was Donald and Sampson involved in that last bit of play. So ball thrown up. Doing the ruck work this time is Tipalora for the Tiwi Bombers. It's a quick kick away from Pratt. And away they go along the wing here. Looking for Jason Cloak, just edging out for Pungamiri. And the forwards really having to work hard for possession of the ball. 3-on-1 situation. Nabi Kelly. Interesting looking hand pass.
Very interesting looking hand pass from Joshua Wilson there. I think he almost spooned it to him.
Very Simon Black-like. Bit of a netball pass. As Wilson taps it down, nearly grabs it himself. Munkara at the bottom of the pack, holds things up, stacks on the mill. And it will be thrown up again on centre wing. Here at TIO Stadium, 9-4-58 to 5-4-34. Big punch away there by Wilson. Good work by Palmerston to keep it alive. Little there, trying to create space, and they've got players on. Cook, geez, really should have made the most of that opportunity. Munkara, Mungatopi boys are really starting to burst through the back line here. Cunningham in the area, waiting for the spillage. Paid the mark there to Liston as they go back from whence it came. Hamlin, sporting an interesting moustache. November ends soon. I bet you he's happy about that. Darren Ewing at the bottom of the pack. And it's seen over the boundary line and will be thrown in deep in the forward line for the Palmerston Magpies, who trail the Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, Dwayne Hamlin actually sported the moustache for the front page of the Insight magazine today. If you have a look, he is the picture-perfect moustache.
This is over the top. Jason Cloak goes in hard, flicks it out. Finds Tipalora. Here come Tiwi. And the umpire has blown a whistle. It will be a free kick to Kelly. Kelly will probably switch play out this way. Barden's there. Great work there by Munkara to use his body. And interesting work there by McLean. Oh, and 50 as well, because it didn't go straight back to him. And that was just, well, I don't know what it was. It was a bit of circus party tricks gone wrong there by McLean.
Yeah, he could have put a saddle on him, I think, and rode him.
Well, the radio was down at the Noonamar Tavern a couple of weeks ago, and there was a big crowd there.
It was at Norbuild Oval last week with Ray McCasker as well. He rode a cow, believe it or not. And it turned into 100 metres because of a little bit of lip from the Palmerston Magpies. Ill discipline and probably not what Coach RJ Jeffrey is after late in this stage in the game. So again, as Nathan McLean gets dragged for his indiscretion.
It's amazing, isn't it? Just acts like that can just really just not help the team out, and now it's burst out to 30 points, a 6-goal lead to the Tiwi Bombers. 10-4-64 to 5-4-34. And that's a major concern for the coaching staff of Palmerston. As you would think, we've only got about 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. Plenty of players trying to dive and tunnel it out of there. Slippery conditions as we had some light rain keep us company before. Quick kick away there by Smith, trying to find the target, does so. Good work there by Guy. And a bit of feeling being shown in it at the moment. Little always in the thick of the action. So Cloak, long penetrating kick. And a good strong mark by his brother in Jason, just pickpocketed Wilson. And Jason Cloak, not known for kicking goals from his AFL days, known as a defender. Let's see if Jason Cloak can kick one here for the Palmerston Magpies this evening.
Much needed goal here for the Palmerston Magpies, closing in on half time. So yeah, definitely Jason Cloak needs to kick this one.
So Jason Cloak kicks right through the ball and, well, sprays it a little, through for a behind. And the scoreline goes to 5-5-35 to 10-4-64, 29-point lead to the Tiwi Bombers as we wait for the ball to come back. As Heenan will be kicking it in. And it's an interesting way that they go about combating this zone that they set up, Palmerston, as the Tiwi Bombers formulate at centre half forward and then spread out all over the place. And a good lead-up mark there by the likes of Don Mungatopi. Finds Kelly. Nabi Kelly. Geez, goes through a couple of hands of the Palmerston Magpies. Ross Tungatalam. He's put it on the ground here for Epram. Tippum Woody. He keeps his feet. Slung off the ball there was Scanlon. Oh, and there's a bit of feeling as well in creeping into this game. Excuse me, it was Bonghetti. And away they go. And Palmerston's the one side that you don't want to sort of start this sort of scuffle with. Because they do like to go on with it, the Maggies. But they got a free kick out of it, which is good to see. There's certain teams in the competition that play well when they're angry, and I think Palmerston is one of those sides that, you know, if you get them riled up, it can be damaging. On the outer side, Little. Looks to hit up a target there, and Smith on the outer side, doesn't find it, and away they go. Palapamini. Can he get himself out of trouble? 3-on-1 situation. Palmerston used the ball well. Looked to hit up a target, and there's Kavanagh yet again. He switches play into the middle of the ground. Dignan at the bottom of this one, but Cameron Cloak marks. And a big fella will line up from outside 50. Directly in front. No wind, which is good to see. No rain, but it is greasy. And we saw what his brother did to the ball a little bit earlier. Sprayed the kick. Can Cameron make amends? Lovely long-looking kick. Doesn't get the accuracy, but who's at the bottom of the pack is Darren Ewing. And we've seen him kick goals from here time and time again. Plays on and bends it a little bit too far. And it's through for another behind.
Yeah, just going back to what you said before, I probably wasn't on the ball there, Edo, but emotion plays a big part of a game of football. And again, like you say, if you get a team like Palmerston riled up and against you, it can either play into your hands or it can play right against you. And it's on the edge at the moment, and see where that goes. But if Palmerston can channel that aggression at the footy and really make the most of it, it could be have a game on our hands here.
No, the skipper in Little is a very fiery person, and I think he really does play well when he's fired up as they come through the middle, streaming through the middle. Nabu Kelly heads in the Tippum Woody area. Good tackle there by Tippum Woody. Kelly gets it again. Tap down. He'll end up with it again. 3 possessions in 30 seconds here for Kelly as Palapamini. A nice long kick, trying to find the target of Cunningham. Tippum Woody's there as well. Cunningham's running back, leaving chase. Jeez, it's got to be a good kick. Good work there by Mungatopi. This time it's Donald. Can he keep his feet? He might end up with it. Plenty of time, plenty of pace. Gives it back. Rattling the ball there. A high up and under kick from Tungatalam. Cunningham's at the bottom of it, and after all that work, it's out of bounds. So ball will be thrown in. deep in the forward pocket for the Tiwi Bombers. Tapped it down there was Wilson, trying to get it out off the bottom of the plaque, as we've got some great lightning in the background as well. So the Storms are still around up here at TIO Stadium. Good work there by Heenan. Heenan sidesteps a couple. Lovely long kick looking in the Tipperwoody direction. But it's seen over the top of him and through for another behind for the Tiwi Bombers.
Yeah, again, if Palmerston can just snag one late here, and probably haven't got much time to get the ball up the other end, but they really need to transfer the players as soon as they can here, just to really make the most of it and just stay in touch late in this second quarter.
So good work there by Smith to force a contest there for the mark, and here come the Magpies, just losing what they probably should have taken there. Little. Also there was Kelly. Trying to get along the wing here, but there's no real targets. Kavanagh's there though, and a false. Oh, geez, had his jumper held, but the umpire can't see what's going on. Barton playing some cheeky stuff there. Dignan, lovely set-up kick. Can tap it over the top. Here comes Ewing. Snaps around on his right foot, and it's through for another behind. So 2 snaps from both sides of the goalpost there for Darren Ewing, both giving him behinds. Good work there by Dignan though to set it in front of the goals.
Yeah, again, team play, and just they had the loose player there to really take advantage of it. Just the kick just wasn't spot on enough to get the result they wanted.
So Barton, being the cheeky defender that he is, a little bit of jumper tugging that we saw. And they're just holding it up now, the Tiwi Bombers. There's McCasker. Kicks it out of half back. Good work there by Cameron Cloak. Bongetti's there as well. Pratt. Oh, going in hard. Dignan. Good tackle there by Bongetti. Great second effort there by Bongetti. Can they get it out of there? Lovely clearing kick by Palmerston. And he's got some support if he moves it on quickly in Stewart. But he's got no one to kick to. Little lace-up kick. Finds the target. That time in Zwar. Zwar. Long kick. Good work there by Kavanagh to make some space, and it's just over the boundary line. Darren Ewing just losing control of it at the moment. He's had a couple of shots recently, just going the wrong side of the posts. As the ball is thrown in, and players falling through the power of the Cloak brothers. Good kick away. Here come the Bombers. Wilson going back with the flight of the ball. Also there is Liston. Tungatalam, hard to shake that man. Good work there by Cantilla. Keeps it in play. Still going. Tungatalam there as well, ducking his head. And that is half time. 10-5-65 to 5-7-37. The Tiwi Bombers, chief goal kickers for both sides. Ephraim Tipperwoody with 5 goals next to his name. And also Darren Ewing with 4. A couple of behinds to both those leading goal kickers. Also Ross Tungatalam with a couple. And an interesting game of footy, which is starting to develop between these two sides, which are both wearing newish jumpers tonight to support road safety. And Brad Stewart will be hopping down to the boundary line to have a chat with Michael Hall, the General Manager of Insurance at TIO, to talk more about the great support that they give to the NTFL, but also about this worthy cause tonight to bring awareness to road safety trauma. Other winners today were the Wanderers Footy Club, awakening from their slumber, beating the Waratahs outfit, and it was a big win to the Wanderers today as well. Although we must say that the Waratahs were missing a few key players, none more important than Waylon Manson, who might have been told by a certain AFL club to just settle down, we'll pick you up in the rookie draft. Interesting thing to go about it, but the Waratahs definitely need some wins on the board as they've dropped the last couple. Of course, they dropped one against Southern Districts last week, and this week against the Wanderers Footy Club with a much-needed win there for the Wanderers. The Muck-Mucks, as they're affectionately called, the Eagles, in Larrakia language. The other winner tonight was the St Mary's Football Club, and well, they're definitely a side that you really have to watch out for as they're slowly starting to build their campaign, and it is round 8 and they're definitely in the hunt as they knocked off the Southern Districts Crocs, and the Crocs really did take it up to them, kicking a couple of late goals in the third quarter to make a show of it. They ended up going down by roughly 24 points. So very interesting stuff indeed. As we head down to the boundary line, and we have Brad Stewart and also Michael Hoare, the General Manager
road safety round. How have you seen the match tonight? And can you just explain to us what it's all about tonight?
Yeah, well, first of all, Brad, it's a great match with the Tiwi Bombers and Palmerston Magpies. I'd like to actually thank both of them for contributing to the seatbelt safety initiative today. Yep.
And what's it all about? Obviously, the statistics are horrendous. So we sort of made a reference to it before in the commentary that the Northern Territory has only got 250,000 people in it, but it's contributing to well over a fifth of the national road toll almost. So what's it all about, and what are people on the roads doing? And I suppose with it being wet weather tonight, I suppose it is a prime example of that.
For TIO, and it has been a long-term relationship that we've had with the AFL-NT. And in the last 4 or 5 years, we've really ramped up the road safety message, and with that message, we're actually getting better every year about what initiatives we put in place. And this year, with the seatbelt initiative tonight, it not only has got the players involved, but it's also got the crowd and the community, and the streaming to the communities as well, sending a strong message out to them about road safety.
And what other initiatives of TIO rolling out? Obviously with the AFL we're rolling out stuff with the clubs, club education sessions and stuff like that. What other initiatives of TIO rolling out? I understand you launched your road safety awareness campaign with the police this week.
Yeah.
What other initiatives are you rolling out this year?
Yeah, the Party Safe initiative, we've been doing that for the last 2 or 3 years. We've got the AFL-NT, but also other major events around the territory, and that has been very successful. And very exciting news during the week was that it actually went to a national road safety awards night, and TIO would actually win us nationally with the Road Safety Award Party Safe initiative.
Well, a big congratulations from all of us at AFL-NT on that one. And who's your pick tonight for the winning of tonight's match?
Well, I came here, and I don't want to look like a front runner, but I came here hoping the Tiwi Bombers would get up and win, and they're looking fairly safe at half time, but I know that Palmerston will probably come back in the second half.
All right, thanks very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of the match.
Thanks, Brad.
Back to you, Edo.
Grandfather was crossing the road one night trying to get home and watch my oldest brother play footy, and he was just struck by a car that was going a bit over the speed limit. My grandfather died that night.
Yeah, my dad was in the passenger seat, and obviously his mate was drink driving, and they had a crash and killed my dad, so it's not a good feeling.
My mate was out and he got into a car and with a drink driver. Someone walked out onto the road and he lost his life on McMillan's Road.
Full-drive rollover crash, rolled a few times, and my cousin said he found Dad at the back seat, and yeah, it's pretty sad.
Obviously alcohol and driving doesn't mix, and unfortunately for my family, we lost one of our cousins. It's one of those things that never goes away. The pain is always there for the family members. It's stupid, and it's a stupid thing to do.
So you're not only putting yourself in danger but others as well.
Causing death, and it's not their life, it's other people's lives as well, so...
It's the people around you, your friends and your family, and it's something that's easily avoidable.
Keep your mates safe and keep your family and friends safe.
You know, you've got to make the right decisions and think before you drink.
I think if you want to become something, and anyone can become anything in their life, it's those little decisions along the way, like drink driving and not doing it, that are going to help you achieve that. So easy to stop, and we should be stopping it.
You remind me of the old blokes. That's the best game I've seen you play for a long, long time. I'm proud of you.
Here, Jenny, easy Gansy.
Leg fielder, brother.
Number 9, I'm gonna wear number 9 when I play A grade too.
Shadow, you better get going. You'll be late for training.
Oh, okay, see you, boss.
You're hard, young fella.
I will, see ya.
See you, mate.
Hey, Another grandson, brother, workmate dead because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt.